Okay, everybody, I'm back. Okay, and I got one in here. Thank you, whoever, for coming back. Who do I have? And let me make sure I'm on live chat, not top chat. There we go. Thank you for coming back. Hey, Joe. Hey, Judy. Yeah, the streaming started, and then when I went to end the video because it wouldn't, y'all were gone, or the buffering started, my end, it wouldn't do anything. It just kept spinning and spinning. So YouTube has evidently got some problems today. It let me restart the stream, but then it was counting me down backward. So that concerned me. So I decided just to back out and restart completely. So here's the page we just did. And in the meantime, I dumped my paint water over. Hi, Susan. Thank you for coming. So I had to clean up my desk real fast because I had my paint water going every which way. So, oh no, this is the page we just made, but that's okay. I need glue under that edge. Right there. It needs gluage. So, I'm going to put the wax paper down and go on. Thank you all for coming back. I really appreciate it. And Judy, thank you for joining. Or Susan, thank you for joining. Tonight on Elizabeth Brewer's channel, which is Scrapping with Lizzie. And I'm going to put a link below when this is over. She is going to be making her a Foxie whatever book, which is what she's calling this book. So I'm definitely going to watch because I want to see what she does with her book. I love these pictures of these ravens. And I don't want to lose anything off that edge. So we're going to fold this edge in. Very technical measurements. And this is kind of the grayish, orangish, blackish kind of background. So we're going to work on that in a minute. And we're going to lose some of the top. Very technical measuring system. And this is making a glare. Let me turn my light up a little bit. There we go. I know. And I need to trim a little bit from down here. And everything on my desk got moved around when I was cleaning up the water spill. That's one thing that'll force you to clean your desk off. Spill your water bucket. So let's see. Okay, so we got a... Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for coming. And I'm going to have a link to your channel below when this is over. And everybody needs to watch Scrapping Lizzie tonight. Make her book. I'm hoping that what I'm doing for my background will work. I'm not sure. Oh, that's a lot. Well, we'll just kind of move it around a little bit. And we want white in the middle. And I need a spongy thing. Oh, don't want to get that in there. So I'm trying to make a background that kind of matches that one just a little bit. It's not going to be an exact match. And I really don't know what I'm doing, y'all. I'm just playing. This is no technique. They have a little bit of green, but I'm not going to attempt to put green on here. I might in a minute, but right now, no. And then we want to come down here. And I'll look at chat when I get this painted out a little bit. And it kind of looks like their background a little bit. Need a little bit more orange over here. See, and I thought I had too much orange. And I think I don't want to put any green in it. I think I want to kind of leave it like it is a little bit. Except try to get some of these harsh spongy mark lines out of here. I think that came out kind of cool looking. Okay, now, while that dries, we're going to put glue on our page. And this is homemade Mod Podge. Elmer's glue and water. And mine's a little bit thinner. I got too much water in my last mix, but it still works. It's just more wet. That's all. And then I'm going to look at chat once I get this put in. While our paint dries. So how's everybody's week been going? We are past the hump day, so we're past the middle, thank goodness. It's not on here correctly. It's not where I want it to be. Oh, let go. That's good. Let's push that down. And the rest of it I'm just going to pat because I don't want to move the ink. So I pat with a damp paper towel so I don't have to wipe the ink because inkjet printer ink runs. So this is what I do to prevent. And see, it does pull it, but I'm not rubbing it other than where I went down the side of my page over here. Oh, and y'all should see my cover. When this dries, I'll close the book and let y'all see the cover. It came out really cool. Oh, we have a lot of people. Thank you all for coming. And I'm trying to get chat to come up so I can see who all's here. Yeah, we do have rain today. Yeah, they keep knocking me off, but I keep coming back. And hi, Elizabeth, and welcome. Thank you, Marina, and I'm glad you're back. Okay, so let me use the heat gun real quick before I show you the cover. It is cold. It is cool enough that I can. Oh, let's see. I need to move some stuff before I make another mess on my desk. Okay. Move the coffee. So I'm not reaching around stuff to get to it. Okay. This table is getting smaller and smaller. So here is the cover. I have put glossy accents on the owl eyes. Thank you, Joe. I'm going to put all the pictures that I'm using in the journal on the Foxie's Creations Facebook page. There will be a link down there when the video's over. And I'll have them in a Halloween folder because I got them all off the internet free. Some of these little things were much bigger and I downsized them. So I will put those up as well. Okay, so let me put this back under here because we got stuff to glue. I should have grabbed my other pair of scissors. But I'm going to use these again. So while I'm cutting this out, what do birds do on Halloween? Our little jokes. Which are kind of corny, but they are cute. They go trick or treating. So I'm just going to cut these little elements out that I'm going to put on this page. I guess I could have done this. Well, what I was actually doing the other day in between these two streams, I was making more embellishments for the little journal. Instead of trimming all this stuff up, which I should have been trimming this stuff up. But that's what we're doing Saturday, is we're going to be working on the little cameo journal. I don't want a harsh corner. He's a scary kind of ghosty. And my technique, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm probably off camera. My technique for fussy cutting is probably not the correct one. I know Jennings 644 has a good video on how to fussy cut. But I'm not taking and doing the true fussy cutting, which is where you cut out all the edges. I'm leaving a little border on it. There we go. Ghosty cut. And then we got the cute one. There's a little butterfly down there, but that's going to get gone. Butterflies in Halloween, as much as I love butterflies, they don't really go together. Although monarch butterflies do have Halloween colors, they just really don't go together. And it's starting to feel like fall. We have had rain today, and it's cooled off. Okay, so let's see, where do I want to put all my elements? I want to put that down there. And, well, and put this little ghosty, I think, up here. Oh, yeah. And put the words there. That's what I think we're going to do. And let me check on chat. Yeah, Joe and I have been working on teaching her how to shrink down images. I think I've got her addicted to shrinking stuff. So she's been shrinking a lot of things. It's kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but Joe was like Honey, I Shrunk the Craft stuff. And he's wrinkled. It just adds texture. I'm not going to worry about him being wrinkled. Hi, Zoe. Thanks for coming. Oh, you're fine, Zoe. Thanks on the butterfly. Susan, that is a cool idea. Yeah, the fussy cutting can get horrible on that. Yes, Joe, by the time you're done, I know I have fussy cut so much stuff for that little tiny journal, but believe it or not, I find it relaxing. I'm going to put that up there, which I know that's not where it was a second ago, but that's where he's going to go now. I like it better there. And I got orange paint on here, so now I'm getting orange paint. Oh, well. Happy accident. And we'll put this down here. There's a crease in my page, and so he's going to be wrinkled too. As long as our skull doesn't end up wrinkled, because wrinkled skulls, that's not such a happy accident. Okay. And I hear thunder. If I get knocked off, I will be back again. Okay, so let me heat gun this real fast. And then I'll check chat again. Oh, wait a minute. Before I even start, I know I see spots that are not glued down. I think that'll do it. Now I'll dry it. Oh, I'm sorry, I bumped the phone camera. And that corner didn't get paid originally. So the hubby may be home early if it's raining. They were pulling a roof in Birmingham. and you really can't pull a roof in the rain. So he might get to come home early today. Put that there. And we'll move on, but let me check. Hi, Julia. If I didn't say hi before, thank you for coming and welcome. And y'all, don't forget to check out Miss Lizzie's channel. Click her little picture. And if you tell it to go to channel, it won't leave here. If you're not subscribed, you want to subscribe, hit her little bell. Because later, when she goes live tonight at 9 Eastern, she's going to be making a Foxie whatever book. Are you still going to do that, Elizabeth? And we all want to go watch to see what she does with hers. Mine's a Halloween one. So we all definitely want to go see what does she do with hers. More little things to put on the page. And this is just a scary looking tree page. That's a weird background, but we're going to try to duplicate. I am about 50 miles north of Birmingham. In a small town, Aniana. It's very small. It's a little dot on the map, but it's straight up Highway 75 from Birmingham. So I kind of want to keep that part, so we're going to cut from over here again. And let's see what we got. I'm going to fold this up just a little higher. And here we go. So now I'm going to trim our page off. Okay, let's see. Make sure that it's gonna fit. I can't cut straight. If I could cut straight, I'm telling y'all. It doesn't, oh, that's really not straight. Let's try that again. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be better than that. That's better. I can live with that. Okay, so I will glue this in, and then we're going to work on this background over here. It looks like more orange, and I might need to go get the yellow. But I think orange, black, well, orange, black, and yellow should do it. Make sure I get my corners and my very outside edges. Okay. And it slid on me. Pull it back across. It won't pull. Oh, thunder. Hopefully, if I do get knocked off, I'll be back. And if it's thundering, that means our Wi-Fi is really horrible. So I can't do Wi-Fi in the thunderstorms. And we're on 4G from Verizon, which normally is pretty good. Even in the thunderstorms, it's pretty good. I have had a few issues. Okay. I think just some orange and black will kind of simulate this down here. So that's what we're going to go for. Back to the dotting method. And I'm going to be very careful with the black. Don't want to overdo the black and make some kind of blackish looking muddy stuff. And I'm going to use the same sponge. It's kind of dry by now. And I can always add in more orange if I need to. That kind of looks kind of cool. Maybe if I keep turning it, I won't end up with those weird sponge edgy things. Trying to get some orange up here. There we go. So it's not so dark. I love the mottled look that this gives stuff when you do it this way. But I need a little bit more orange. I need some orange up here. And I need a little bit down here. I think that's good. And what do we have to put on this page? I think that came out pretty. Okay, so I'm going to check chat while we kind of let these dry. Okay, so we want a deck of cards. Okay, that is good. I will make sure to have a deck of cards ready to go. I do know where Warrior is, Elizabeth. It is to the west of us, probably about 40, maybe 50 miles. We're like right in the middle of everything. Yes, but I do know where Warrior is. Right, it's off of 65 above Birmingham. And right, Warrior is, it's right about maybe 30 to 40 minutes from here. And we go straight across 231 plus some other little roads to get there. Aniana is kind of between 59 and 65. Not in the middle, but we're between the two interstates. So I'm going to leave this like it is. I wish I had a blackbird to put on that tree. Or an owl. I will have to hunt. And I will come back and do that on that page. I'll find me something cute to stick in the tree. We're still wet and I got to glue stuff over here. I may have too many things. On camera, that looks way more orange than it does in person. Right, Elizabeth? An owl or a blackbird, or maybe both in the branches. I'm going to have to find that. I'm going to go in and cut this stuff out, but I think I have too many images. And I know where I can get a deck of cards for tonight. Now, Elizabeth, do they need to be, does the deck of cards need to be prepared in any way, or are you going to do all that live? The preparing and everything. Because if they should be prepared, I can work on that in between. And I'm cutting his little spiral off his hat because that's just a pain to cut around. Cute though the spiral may be. And the trick to fussy cutting is moving the paper and not the scissors. I'm just not really, and these are the wrong scissors to use. And I know that. But it's the ones that I have handy, so I'm using what I got. I have a garbage can right down next to my table. And I have a garbage can right down here next to my feet. So that's where all this paper's going. Okay. I think if I put the pumpkin and put that up there, I don't really have room for this other little witchy girl. But I'm going to cut her out because we're going to use her somewhere. So I'll go in and cut her while we're doing. And set her off to the side to be used in a minute. Because we might come up with a page that has room. I just don't like to overfill the pages. And I like that pumpkin. Although I could maybe take the pumpkin off and put both of the witches. We'll look at that in 1 second. Or more than a second, actually. Because I'm still cutting her out. Okay, so we could put, let me take the scissors away. We could leave the pumpkin, or I could have these two little ladies on here. And use the pumpkin on a different page. You don't really go there. I think I like this, and I'll put the pumpkin aside, and we'll put it on a different page. And then toad tongues. Doesn't that sound awesome? Today I'm going to clean this table off when I'm done completely and start over. And then I won't be able to find anything come Saturday for our book. And we're just going to glue her down over here. I like the two witches. That witch is so cute with her little cauldron. Okay, let me heat gun these and then we will move on. Okay, so let me check chat while we flip over the page. And I'm going to need to go get yellow paint for the next one. So I'll get yellow in just a moment. I'm going to look at chat real fast. I see some more people came in. Thank you for coming and welcome. Hi, Jilly. They're in the middle right of this page. I didn't paint a skull, but there might be one, something like right here, maybe. Oh, it does kind of like it's got eyes and stuff. That's kind of cool. I might have to outline that when I'm, oh, let's just do it. And then we can kind of outline the little eyeball things. But he doesn't have a mouth. Now he does. I don't know if that's where y'all were talking about, but that kind of looks like a skull, and I'm going to leave it. I think it's cute now. I mean, it was cute before. Oh, cool. Nothing for the ball. Oh, that's interesting. I can't wait to see what we're doing with that. Hi, Spectrum. Thank you for coming. Glossy accents to the eyes. Oh, yeah. I have to come back and do that after. Definitely, but I have to come back and put the glossy accents on his eyes afterward. Okay, let me go get the yellow paint, and I'll be right back. Okay, grab some more paints. Don't know we're going to need them, but I found a different orange. It's not as bright. Darker blue and yellow and some greens. Okay, so we're going to flip everything over. And this page has got a yellowish orange. Oh, how are we going to trim this? I guess the kitty feet are got to go. Sorry, kitty. Oh, but wait. It's got... Oh, how am I going to do this? Well, I guess the top of the page must go because I don't want to lose any of our words. And from over here. So the kitty gets to keep his feet, but the witches are going to lose their heads. I'm not sure that was a good trade-off. Okay. That looks about perfect. This needs to come in just a tiny bit more. Okay, so I'm going to cut this off, glue it down, and then we'll work on the background on the other page. Such a pretty little moon face. And I need to trim just a little tiny bit more off over here. And I watched, there was a Tim Holtz video with all of their new stuff coming out for Halloween. Has anybody else watched that? They have some really interesting stuff coming out. And this is not straight. Where do I need to fix it? Right down there. Okay. They have Halloween paper dolls. They have some little spider things that look like real spiders. They have all kind of new stuff for the Halloween season. Okay. I'm trying to straighten this edge up because it's really bad. Cricket. Okay, I think we're going to go with that. Let me get this glued in, and then we'll work on the background. Okay. So we need some yellow. I'm going to use this other orange. It's a darker. And I want a new sponge because that other one's got black on it. And this needs to be more yellow up here than orange, so we'll work on that. I want more yellow than I have. It's way more orange than I wanted. Uh-oh. We'll just move this around, and if I need to, I'll get a paint paper to put on top. Because that was a bit much. But I think it'll work. We'll just move it around with our sponge. Yeah, I like the way this is looking better. It's not as orangey. I mean, there's still orange in there, and we can still see it, but the yellow's being the predominant color, which I like. These are normally not colors that I work with, you guys. I'm a turquoise and purple kind of person with maybe just a little bit of pink, but not these colors. It's probably why I'm not really a Halloween person. I don't like the colors. Miss Elizabeth, maybe what we should do is change the Halloween colors to purple and turquoise. I wonder if that would go over. Instead of orange pumpkins, we could have purple ones with pretty eyes. Black cats are fine. Black cats would still work in that color scheme. I think that's what we should do. So I'm going to take a moment and run the heat gun. Okay. So what this says is when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers 'tis near Halloween. I'm going to check chat. So Spectrum, you're mad? I mean, the name is Maddie? Maddie, not mad. I missed something up here. I cannot watch. See, I'm missing something about what y'all are you and I must need to scroll back up. I completely missed something. I don't see what I missed. Am I on top chat? Maybe that's why I'm missing stuff. Nope, I'm on live chat. Because I'm missing where Marina, probably going to be something I can't afford. And Elizabeth, I can't watch that. I would be so tempted. And then I would cry when I look at my checkbook. So I don't know. Oh, the Timmy, I know. And he didn't give any prices. He was just saying, you know, this is all the new stuff and showing it all, including Halloween paper dolls. But he didn't give any prices. Oh, bless you, Marina. You sound like you are really, really busy. You do purple, black, and teal for Halloween, Joe. I noticed that too, Elizabeth, that there is a lot of purple being used at Halloween, which is good. So, but they do have a lot of new stuff coming out. And they have an 8x8 paper pack, and that's the only paper pack. He didn't go over any 12x12 or anything. But I think this is good right here. So this page, we got some kitties. He's a cute kitty. And a pumpkin patch. And then we had something else, I thought. Uh-oh, did I lose something? Maybe it's just the 3 kitties. And we have this kitty. So we're going to do some cutting out real fast. I thought these went great with the little saying about the black cats. And the little kitten in the pumpkin patch is too cute. And he needs to have his little eyeballs glossy accent. I'm going to glossy accent everything in this book. But it does make things just look so much better. I don't know why I just did that, because I want to fussy cut this more and just trim the edges off. And our kitty might lose his spiral to his tail. I think he's going to. Yep, his tail got had a little operation. He still has a pointy tail. I just cut the little spirally part off. And I am sorry that this is off camera. All I'm doing is cutting an edge around with the kitty cat. And I really need it to be where I can see it, so I don't cut off like ears and stuff, because earless kitties are not cute. Although I think there's a cat. There is one that has the, I don't know what kind it is, but their ears are folded over weird. There we go. And then we have the one in the pumpkin patch. And I'm going to outline this with black once everything is dry, just to make that pop more. But in order to do that with marker, the paper has to be dry, completely dry. So I'll come back in, and I did that with the other ones in the beginning of the book. And I'll come back in and do these ones. And we'll do a flip through of what we've done so far when we're done. And I just realized I have yellow paint all over my nail, which won't come off until I put some kind of scrubby. Oh, there it goes. A lot of times the acrylic paint just sticks. It won't come off your nail polish. And this kitty is cute with its little purple ribbon. I think we're going to do this way. Let me move my paper scraps. I really am liking this journal. I have never made a Halloween book before, ever. But I'm really liking this. Till I get to the scary parts, probably. Okay, so let me run the heat gun, and then I'll check chat. So here's what I'm looking at, y'all. Let me check chat real fast. I know, Julia, our internet's horrible. Especially in the rain. But right now I'm on 4G and we're doing good. So, but our internet, Joe can tell you our internet's horrible. That's so cool, Marina. Making something for her birthday. That's great. I know I have that same money seems to go faster than I can get supplies or whatever, but bills and groceries come first. I don't, the 12 by 12, it's just, first of all, it won't scan on a printer. Well, you can scan it, you're only going to get part of it. I would rather have an 8 by 8. Because any of the journals that you make, if you take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and turn it sideways, really an 8 by 8 journal or an 8 by 6 would be perfect. And 12 by 12 just takes up too much room. And I agree with you, Julia. The 8 by 8 and 6 by 6s are so cute. I have a 6 by 6 paper pack that I am working on making a journal. It's double-sided paper, so I'm trying to. It's a because I've not done journals till recently. It's a figure it out kind of thing. Scottish fold, Susan. Okay, yeah, with the folded over ears. Thank you so much, Maddie. I appreciate it. You have a great day. Thank you, Julia. You too. That is Misty. Hi, Misty. I hope that's you. I'm doing good. How are you? And thank you so much for coming. So, I have another one of these books. As I was showing you the other day how to glue the pages together. I'm going to make that into a Christmas journal glue book. We'll call it what Elizabeth's calling it. A Foxie, whatever book with a Christmas theme. That's what it's going to be. And so I have been now downloading all kind of Christmassy stuff to put in that journal. So that's going to be something that's coming up. It's not, Christmas is far enough away. I'm not going to worry about that one yet. I got other things. But I think we are good to turn the pages on this one and call it finished. Hi, Kristen. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you're here. Glad to hear that, Misty. Late lunch. Oh, my goodness. Loading up the Stampin' Up! Cart. I have carts all over the internet with stuff in them. And the more stores I find, the more carts I have. I just do window shopping and stick everything in the cart. Okay, so this page. And for anybody that's just joining and didn't see the previous video on this, I've already put pages together, sort of, with what I want to do. This one is going to get, well, let me measure my page to cut it off. I like this. I had a piece of candy I cut out a while ago. Where did it go? This little piece of candy would be perfect over here if we have room. Okay. We got another joke, y'all. I think I'm going to bend down the top of this page. And I folded that too short. Let me refold. And I still hear thunder. Is that straight? Well. Okay, now I got to figure out which side to take off. We're going to take this side off because there's no pumpkins or anything over here. And it's very technical measurements. It's either my page is crooked or I fold crooked. Probably I fold crooked. But it still needs to be folded more. Misty, you can make something like this for a little dude, for him just to have like a picture book to look through. With cute stuff, maybe, not scary stuff. I bet that would be kind of cool. Which one of these am I cutting on? Uh-oh. This one. Before I cut, let's make sure I'm cutting the right one. Okay. So that's where that's going to go. So let me put some glue on it real fast so it can be drying while we do the other page. I really do appreciate all y'all coming. And then Saturday afternoon, I'm going to go live again. My new schedule is going to be Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at about 2 Eastern. Between 1:30, well, wait a minute. Between 1:30 and 2:30 Eastern, somewhere in there, is when I'll go live. Oh, see, I don't like it when it does that because then it won't slide back. Now it's pouring down rain. Hope we're not buffering or anything with the weather going on. Let me just glue it real good. If I need to trim it, I'll trim it later after it dries. Okay, so for this page, we're going to do some of this. If I can get it to come out. Oh, we got a clog. I shall unclog it. There we go. This is watery paint, so because I made it myself. And there's a clumpy. I think it and a little of this other brighter orange here and there. We'll just mix them all together. Well, we don't want to make mud, but, and I'm going to still use this sponge and do the little tampy thing. Tone that down a little bit, get some more red in there. And doing it this way, it doesn't take it so long to dry. I need some more orange up here. I just like the modelly, marbly kind of look that you get. Okay, I'll call this one a done background. And now we have our candy. I have some little candles, and I'm just gonna kind of fussy cut around them a little bit. And once I get cut out. I'll check chat while our page continues to dry a little bit. And we have our candy. Our next little joke question: what do you get when you cross a snowman and a vampire? And the answer is you get frostbite. I don't know who came up with these little jokes, but they are cute. There's our little joke. This page has a lot of little components to go on it. Okay. So we still have a wet spot. Let me run the heat gun real fast. Get rid of our wet spot. Okay. I'm going to check chat while we're... Definitely y'all support each other. Oh, Kristen, that sounds awesome. Greek grilled cheese sandwich. I did tea-dyed paper and I really didn't like it. It wasn't, I like the darker coffee color paper. The tea-dyed paper came out really light. However, I've decided that because I'm printing on it. So if I have something with a dark, like this would be good on a tea-dyed paper. Something with a darker coffee colored background that I want to printing it, or this would be good on coffee dyed because it would come out darker. On the tea dyed, something with an already dark background would probably be good to print on the tea dyed paper. So I decided it probably does have a place. I am so glad you caught me too, Misty. Oh, no, you're not. It just sounds really awesome. Is what on wax paper, Misty? I have wax paper between my pages. But the book is a composition book from Walmart. I probably should go do some bead shopping because I keep using them all in my beady things. I've been making a lot of charms, beaded charms for the journals and stuff. And so that does use some beads, but I still have quite a stash. I'm one of those people though, that when my stash starts getting lower, I kind of want to refill it, but I need to not do that because then your stash never gets what you need to do with it done. So I kind of need to not do that. Oh, Judy, that sounds absolutely awesome. Paper pack on acetate for Halloween. So no, this is just on, it's just a background of the paper. It's just on a regular printer paper. I know dad jokes are, yeah, Daddy had some funny jokes too. Oh, Kristen, what groups are you in, honey? That you have your address posted in? Oh, September 11th. Yeah, 911. That was horrible. I'm sorry you're buffering. Excuse me. Oh, it's got tomatoes on it too. Hi, Karen. Thank you for coming. Right, Karen, I have to use some lineup. I keep, and because, well, then I have the Ramona thing. Ramona is my friend from Huntsville, and she's the one that does beading. Well, Ramona buys beads for projects. And when her project is done, as we all know, if you have to buy a box of like 11 beads for a project, you're not going to use them all. Well, when her project is done, the rest of that 11 box of beads goes in a Brenda box for me to get. So my stash never gets depleted because Ramona is constantly adding to my stash with her leftover project beads. Oh, Judy, that sounds awesome. So I understand, Karen. I'm trying to get mine used up. Oh, Karen, you don't have a hoard of beads, I'm sure. The art bar. Okay, Kristen, I need to write this down. Well, I can look at chat later. So, Kristen, what kind of things, do you have it in there? What kind of things you like in that kind of thing? And in the flock. Okay, cool. I can find you. And a couple of more. Paper roll roses. Now, that sounds interesting. Paper roll roses. Hi, Renee. Thank you for coming. Okay, Kristen. Anything, Kristen, you're funny. Okay, well, I'm like that too. Anything. Thank you so much for coming, Renee. We are working on a gluey book, journaling kind of thing. It's in a composition book that I've altered. And I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this stuff. So here's our little joke. The skull should probably go on the table. Well, there's no table, but it should go down toward the bottom. We have a little grave. We have some candles and a bat and a candy. And we're just going to glue them down. And Miss Elizabeth, if she's still here, is going to make one of these tonight on her channel live at 9 Eastern. She's calling it a Foxie whatever book. So I want to see what she does with her Foxie whatever book. And I should probably start putting that in my title. Mine is a Halloween book. Miss Elizabeth named it the other day because I didn't know whether to call it a glue card journal. So we called it a whatever book. So Miss Elizabeth is going to be making one of these plus a box made out of cards that doesn't really require any tools, just 21 cards. Like a deck of cards. So there will be a link to her channel below when the video is uploaded. You can click on her name in chat and subscribe if you're not subscribed so you will get notified when she goes live. I want to see how she does her Foxie book. So I will definitely be on there later tonight. And then after her, I think I'm going to get the name messed up. It's Die that goes live. I hope that's right. Yeah, it's Die goes live after Elizabeth. So on Thursdays, my whole evening is all fixed, and that's great because there's nothing on TV that I know of because I don't watch TV anyway. I watch YouTube. Saturday when we come back, we're going to be working on the little mini journal, the 4x6. Okay, let me check on chat. Okay, Kristen, if I can't find you, I'll find you that way. I love Halloween. Well, I like the holiday, but I've never done anything like this. We don't really decorate or anything for Halloween. I know growing up, I loved it. We lived on a military base. And if anybody's grown up on a military base, going trick-or-treating on a military base is really cool because you take pillowcases and not little bags because you get to go door to door and there's tons of houses on a military base. So we did that. Oh yeah, I remember those. Kieran, my friend has one that she uses to put her jewelry in, and it rolls all up, and it's really cool. You put your beads in one. That's cool. Foxie whatever book. I can't wait. And I'm going to start changing the name on my videos to that. This is the Foxie whatever Halloween book. Tackle boxes of beads. I will, Kristen. Do you have a video for that? Misty, for the paper roll flowers? Because I have no idea. Okay. Kristen, I'll look for that. Cool. And yeah, I'm in Dida's usually. Sometimes I'm lurking because it gets late here. I think so. I'm with you, Susan. I think so. It's making a happy mailbox for somebody is really cool. I love to do that because it makes me happy just to knowing that I'm going to make them happy in the end. Oh, cool. Well, when you make one, Misty, I'm subscribed and I'll get notified because I need to know how to make some kind of embellishment things besides what I'm already doing, like flowers. Although I got a bunch of little die cut flower things that I can put together and somehow make a flower. I have to figure that out. I think we are dry enough that I won't have to run the heat gun. I mean, it's a little damp, but we have wax paper. So, and this is going to probably be our last page today. And then we will do a flip through. Oh, this is going to be fun, but I got to make a background for both pages for this one. So, I have this house, and I don't want to lose I don't want to lose, phooey. I really don't want to lose the top of the house, but I don't want to lose the door. But I guess if we lost this part down here, it wouldn't be so bad. We would end up with that door still. So, slide this down our page. We'll just lose the dungeon door. And I'm going to need to cut this out better. Well, if I'm going to cut it out, I might as well just worry about the bottom. I don't need to fold any more paper. And we're going to make some kind of, what else do we got? I have things that live in the house on this next page. Oh, yeah. So I'm thinking a blackish, grayish, orangish background again. Boy, that sounded definitive, didn't it? I love this house. But then I had to go find inhabitants for our house. And I found some. They're to scale. But they could live here. And all of this stuff that I am using, because I got it all off the internet, public domain, will go up in the Foxie's Creations Facebook page. It is not a group. You don't have to join. It'll go up on there in a Halloween folder so that if you all want any of these images, you can download them. And I will even put up the pages of the ones that I resized. Because some of this stuff came out full page that I'm using, and I shrunk it to make it usable because I don't want a bunch of full page things like the little peoples and stuff. Okay, get rid of the cutoffs. Okay, so we're gonna go with since I'm doing both pages the same, I'm just going to dot them both. I'm going to put some of this for grungy factor instead of white. We're just going to sprinkle it because it's wet. Got this paint a little watery. And then we're going to go with the darker orange color. Then we're going to get our little sponge out and do our thing. That's not a big enough. Oh, well, it's a big enough dot now. And I'm not worried about that. And I'm going to use this same sponge. Well, where'd the black one go? Because since I got black, aha, we're going to use this one. It's got black on it. And we're just going to model it on up. And try not to make mud in the process. I need more orange up in this area right here. I'm going to have to add a little orange after it dries a minute. Which is fine. Give it a moment to dry and I'll come back and put some orange in there. While we work on the other side. And if y'all can hear, I don't know if you can hear her or not, Miss Muffet is snoring. That's my doggie. She's making a lot of racket. I love doing these backgrounds. There's a lot of paint on this pages. Okay, and I want some more orange right in here. So I'm going to put a little dollop. Come up here with it. Just kind of mix it around a little bit. I think that was really cool. This one has more light stuff, so let's come take some of this lighter paint from over here. I should probably quit messing with it. Well, that's one way to get some light paint where you want it. Because I do like how this side is more light than this side is, which doesn't really matter because we're going to put elements over here. And the house is going in the middle of that one, so. All right, I'm going to heat gun this and then check chat. Well, I don't know. We may have to do the next page. Oh, wrong one. Where did the sponge go I just had? Don't know. Huh. Weird. Got a white spot up there. It looks so much cooler on camera. I mean, it looks cool here too, but and it is still wet. Yep. Oh, that was a big black splotch. Move that around a little bit. That's why it was so wet. It had a big old black unblended area. But that helped it. Okay, let me check on chat, see what's going on. Okay, great, Kristen. I'm in all of the ones you named. Oh, wow, Misty. Oh, he did? That's sad. That is so sad. Okay, Misty. Kristen, I'm in the same boat. Mine died on July the 31st, and it's like a really hard day of the year for me. Still, it's been 3 years. Thanks, Elizabeth. They do look haunted. Wait till we put the little house and stuff on there. Yeah, Kieran, they come out really cool when you just put the dots on and then use the sponge and mix them all up. You never know what you're going to get. You're never going to get the same thing. As you see, both pages are completely different, but they look really cool. Hi, Lady Funko. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Mine died at home. He should probably been in the hospital, but he didn't want to die in a hospital, so we had him at home on hospice care. And we were taking care of him. So I think we're going to put our little house right here on this page. That is awesome. I love this house. And our paint is still a little wet, but that's fine. It's about to get wet anyway because we're going to glue. And I was looking at what the next page is. I know I said this was going to be our last page. Oh, the next page, you all, is awesome. So I said we might have to just do the next one. We might just have to do one more. Because that page is really cool. And I hope I did not get paint on the front of this. Oh, Lord. Foxie, stop chewing the carpet. She likes to chew the little threads on the side of the throw rug, and I don't know why, but it's annoying. Stop chewing that. Quit. It's not teeth floss. It's carpet string. She is, let's see, almost 4. She acts like a little 4-year-old child. And I'm just dabbing it because inkjet ink will run. So I'm not rubbing it because I don't want to smear my ink. I'm just dabbing it to press it down. That's good. While that dries, we have, these are our inhabitants of our house. And this little guy too, and he's cute. And then we have a zombie brew sign. So let me do some cutting. It's zombie brew is fermented zombie toes and fingers. Oh, that sounds horrible. Fermented zombie toes and fingers. Yeah, that's what you need to drink on Halloween right there. Some zombie brew. I think we're going to just put that up there. I'll go on and commit and glue it down. It can be drying while I'm still cutting. Because I'm going to cut out our 3 little friends before I put any of them down. So I can figure out where they're going to go. Where they're going to live on our page. But I saw that house and I was just in love with the Halloween house. It's like, I'm using that in my book. And then I found these little dudes and it wanted to print these out, full-size pages. So I put them on a page together and shrunk them down. Oh, there's a pointy part. I don't want that pointy part. And I wish I could cut and talk or cut and watch chat at the same time, but we might have headless people. Earless people. Oh, y'all, if I had I need to look in my googly eye bag. If I have googly eyes that are that small, how cute would that be? Oh, let me plug in. Now, lately, when I've been plugging my charger in, it makes me go to buffering. So hopefully that will not happen. Let me know if it starts buffering, please. Because I may have to figure something else out. And it just started doing that. I don't know why. I don't think we're going to keep the little swirly thing off the pumpkin vine. Okay, and there's that one. One more. And I definitely want to get the little shadow below him. And I appreciate y'all's patience while I do this. Before we work on this again next Tuesday, I will do some cutting out in between. So that we're not sitting here waiting on this all the time. And it'll go a little bit faster. He's going to need to go up against the edge of the page because his little pumpkin got cut off when I shrank him. His little pumpkin barrel. Okay, we are almost done with him. I have so much fun doing this. Okay, so we're going to put him off to the edge because, ooh, I need to get those. I about to poke myself in the eye. His pumpkin got whacked off in the picture. So we're going to put him over here. Put this little guy up here probably and put him down here. And where'd my googly eyes go? This is a bag from Dollar Tree of different size googly eyes. Where's the little bitty ones? I guess these are the smaller ones. Let's see how they look. We'll do a test run. Oh, I think they have to go. That is so awesome looking. I like that. And let's give him a bigger one. I don't want to mess with that eye, but I might. Let's just see. Oh, we got googly eyes going everywhere. These are the bigger size, I believe. What do y'all think? And I don't have any that little, so he's just going to have to get glossy accented later. Hi, T. Thank you so much for coming. How are you today? Yep, the fur babies. Yeah, you said you were fine now, T. Are you okay? Oh, I understand, T. I suffer from anxiety. I get it. And then you have, the more you have to do, the worse it gets. Or at least that's for me. I'm just reading through chat, y'all. I know I didn't want to cut the witch's hat off. That's why I didn't want to. I'm glad we got to just cut it out, and I lost the little door down here, but I don't miss that little door down there. Excuse me. Joe, I'm with you on that one if it wasn't for the YouTube family. OT, you have witches too? How cool. And the movie It, I didn't like it either. Ooh, I can't wait to see you play with those Halloween stamps, T. Oh, I think clowns are kind of cute. Now, the scary clowns, no, but there's the ones that aren't scary. Oh, I don't think I'm fast at this, Susan. But I think I'm going to put their googly eyes on them. Oh, cool. I'm so glad I can inspire y'all to do other things. I am doing good. I am. Kristen, I get stressed out all the time. And right now, y'all, from now, this is going to sound, my mother doesn't watch my videos, thank goodness. But she's out of town until Sunday sometime. I take care of my mom, love her to death. She lives next door, but she's out of town until Sunday. So I'm really kind of stress-free right now because I don't have to deal. A friend of hers took her to Florida, so they get to deal with mother for the rest of the week. She left yesterday. She left yesterday morning. So I'm kind of, right now, I'm as stress-free as I'm going to get, I think. But it's a nice break because I don't have to deal. And I love her to death. But I still got to clean my house. It looks horrible. Oh my goodness, Kristen. Oh, cool. Lady Funko, that sounds awesome. The tie-dye t-shirt sounds awesome. I'm sticking to my paper. T, I can't wait to see what you do with your little witches and stuff. Okay, Joe, why do you envy me? Oh, because my mom is gone and yours is still there. We should behave. So, T, I understand about your trolley. I guess I'm with Joe and have a trollette. And my trollette is, she complains about everything. She can find something to complain about. No matter what day it is, what's going on, nothing. I think she wakes up and decides what's going to be her complaint for the day, and then we go. Now, I'm going to get his googly eyes, and I'm going to get the weld bond for the googly eyes. That's clogged because I left it open yesterday or whenever I used it. So now I've unclogged it. Yep. And I'm going to stick his little googly eyes on him. Now, are y'all up for doing another page? Because I really want to do the next page. So, and we still have a good number of people. So if y'all are up for it, we'll do the next page when we're done with this one. I really don't want to cover up that eye, but the googly eyes are just so much cuter. And I got glue on that one. Up. Let me wipe it off. And quit moving it around. There we go. It'll be fine. Move his little googly eyes off. And then when you take the googly eyes off, you're like, oh no, it looked way better with them on there. So they're going back. They're definitely going back. Saturday when I go live between 1:30 and 2:30 Eastern, we are going to be working on the little cameo journal and some more embellishment things. Oops. Do not want to put that on the googly eye. It'll never stick. Weld bond is like really thick tacky glue. And I like it better than I have tacky glue. I just like this better. And there's that little eyeball. This is awesome. And when I find the owl that I want to find to put in the tree a couple of pages back, I'm going to see if I can maybe find one to stick up here or somewhere on the roof. Oh, there's skulls and stuff on the roof right there. That's kind of cool. He's too cute with his little googly eyes. So when I get this one glued down, I'm going to look at chat again and see whether y'all want to do another page or not. Because all I got to do is get this page dry, and then we can do another page. Because the next page is awesome looking. And I really thank you all for all your support. And please support each other in chat. If you're not supporting, just, support that person. Make sure you watch and comment on videos. We all need to support each other. And if we do crossover between craft and community, because I have some people in here who aren't crafters, that helps a lot when you do crossover. So let me check chat. Okay, Susan will stay. That's cool. Joe says she'll stay. Kristen's going to stay. Well, fine. Sassy T, I love you. Like a good bra. You are so funny. Okay, so I'm going to dry this off with the heat gun. Well, I'm going to make this corner stick. And then we are going to do the next page. So let me me move my glue so I don't knock stuff over again. Hopefully, oh, we cannot melt the googly eyes. I about melted his little googly eye. I'll be more careful around the googlies. His little foot's sticking out. Let's see. Yeah, don't overheat your... Ooh, that one got melted a little bit. It's flat. But, well, if I can get... I'll just take it off and put on a different one because I flattened it. So I guess we should be more careful with the heat gun and the googly eyes because I melted one. That one's fine. That's the one that got melted. So, just a side note, the heat gun will melt a googly eye. Oops. So if that's the look you're going for is flattened out googly eyes, heat gun will do that. Okay, we're stuck to that page. I'm just going to move this to here and not worry about the googly eyes too much because they'll lay down and be fine. Flip our page over. And this is more of a black background with a little bit of orange, which that's what we're going to do over here. I'm looking at chat real fast. Hi, cutting board. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Sassy. I agree. Spilling coffee and call it coffee dying. Halloween is your live cutting board. That sounds interesting. This is what's going to, after watching what I'm doing here, y'all are going to find this funny. I really am not that into Halloween. But everybody was doing Halloween. Well, a lot of people were starting to do Halloween stuff. And I'm like, I'm just going to see what I can find Halloween image-wise, if there's anything that kind of inspires me to do Halloween. And I found stuff. So here we are. Me who doesn't really like Halloween doing Halloween. Uh-oh. Not what you want to hear crafters say. Uh-oh. But I'm just going to make it happy and do this. It will work. Okay. And I'm going to go back to chat because I stopped to add paint. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. And everybody else that's supporting everybody. And now I need my sponge. So I'm going to use this one again because it's got the black on it. And we're just going to do the technical thing. Oh, I should put this wax paper under before I start working on this other page. And that way this can be drying while we are putting our image on the other page. Notice how I haven't showed y'all the other image yet. It's a surprise. And I'm going to need a little bit more orange up there. I'll get to that. I'll pull some orange from down here at the bottom. Maybe. Now, this doesn't have enough orange in it. I'll fix it. And I'm stuck to my paper. Orange. Just going to put some orange things out and move them around. Dab off some of this black that's on my sponge. There we go. Now it's getting where I want it to be, kind of. I want to stay wet enough that I can kind of blend, but I'm picking up a lot of black. I still want more orange in here. Just don't want it to be that dark. Now it's going more how I want it to go. I guess I should have put more orange down on the paper than I did the black to get it. And that probably would have worked better. But nothing is a lost cause. It can all be fixed. Okay. I think that's kind of how I want it to be. I don't know. It's got a glare on it. I'm not sure y'all can really see that. So hang on. I'll pull it up. There we go. I think once it dries, it'll be better because it'll dry flat. Okay, here is the image that we are working with for this page. And I think I'm going to take some off of both sides and some off the top and the bottom on this one. So it will fit our paper. That way we don't have to lose a lot of the image itself. Because I really like this skeleton and this pumpkin. I may have to dry our page, but I'm going to try to get this glued down first. Oops, I wrinkled it. It's going to get cut off, so it really doesn't matter. And let's see. Yep, that's what I was thinking about, like this much maybe. Perfect. Now I'm just going to trim it up. Okay. I think that's going to go like that. But let's see. Where did my little spongy thing go? It's not going to go quite to the edge. So I'm going to just dibble dabble all along the edge. And here too. It's kind of a cool color, the black mixed with the orange. And now that's good. So let's put some glue on here. And again, this is homemade Mod Podge. It's just a little watery than normal because I mixed it incorrectly. My last batch was a little too thick, so I thought, well, I'll just, and I don't measure anything. I try to do crafting like I do cooking. Don't measure, just throw stuff together. It didn't work out so good. This is a little watery. I mean, it still sticks. It's still good. It's just a little watery. So what I've been doing is when I refill my bottle, adding a little extra glue to the bottle that I'm, to like that bottle. And then I shake it up real good. Okay. And let me throw my little cut-offs away. Okay, and I'm going to heat gun this side of the page because it is nowhere near dry. And then I'll check chat again. Okay. Thank you, Lady Funko. We appreciate that. Who is Melissa? Thank you, Jilly. Oh, yeah, Lady Funko. It is cool. Thank you, Cutting Board. I'm so glad you like the community. I love our community. Our community is one of the best communities out there. Oh, cool, Cutting Board. I'm going to definitely check that out. I know I'm subbed to you. Is this a sassy pumpkin? Definitely. And that's a very generous gift. I was going to on mine. I have a 300 subscriber giveaway coming up. And I need to talk about that too. I was going to do a $20 gift card, $20 to $25 gift card, but everybody in chat when we were discussing it wants me to make a journal kit. So I have been pulling together stuff to put a journal kit together. And I think I'm going to let that winner choose because it may be somebody who doesn't do journals and doesn't want the journal kit. So I'm still going to let it be, an option. Because I do have people who don't do arts and crafts, so that way if one of them wins, they have the choice of the journal kit or the $25 gift card. Either way, but there's also going to be some smaller gifts. Oh, Sassy, thank you. And love and hugs to you too. Hi, Holly. And so what you're looking for, it's nowhere in that title is it going to be 300 subscriber giveaway. Everything's going to happen live. celebrate with me. Let's have a celebration. Something like that in the title. And it will not, it's going to be probably 2 weeks from in the next, it won't be next week and it won't be this week. So in the next couple of weeks. And Google cut me off. Now we're dancing on my ceiling. Oh, yes, Holly, there's a lot of new names in here, and I love it. Thank you, Susan. I don't think $25 is that much because really, by the time I mail a journal kit, it could be that too. So now we should hopefully not be buffering anymore. The YouTube app shut down again. My schedule, Miss Elizabeth, is going to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sometime, I don't have a definitive time yet, between 1:30 and 2:30 Eastern. So sometime in that hours when I'm going to go live. It really depends on what's happening with Mother and that kind of thing. Also, if she's got doctor's appointments, it may be later, but I'm going to stick to that Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday in that time frame. So that's going to be my recording schedule or going live schedule. Okay, now what we have to go opposite this little dude is, I think he looks like Ahmed. And a poison thing, and then another joke. And I use this joke because what does a skeleton say before dinner? I needed a skeleton to put it with. I thought that skull was great. And I'm only going to stream, Elizabeth, anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. It really just depends on how many people are still here. Do they want to stay here? That kind of thing. Because I'm willing to go if people are willing to stay. And a skeleton says before dinner, bon appetit. This stuff is, I think I'm out of those now. I think that's the last one. I did find a word search puzzle that I'm